I'm working on a birthday gift for Brandon that I'm really pumped about. It's gonna be pretty hard to beat last year's gift, but I'm gonna try. If my apartment was about to burn down, one of the things that I would actually risk my life to grab is my journal right here. This journal is not just any journal. It's called One Line a Day, and it's a 5-year memory book that I got in 2013. Now, the one that I have is a little bit too pretty for Brandon's taste, so I'm actually in the process of making one that's a bit more suitable for him. I'll come back to this after I explain why this journal is so awesome. Each page in this journal is dedicated to one calendar date, and there are 5 entry spaces. I just picked this date because it happens to be blank. But for the sake of this video, we'll pretend this is today's date, October 22nd. And if I was starting this journal for the first time today, I'd fill in the year 2015 up here and write down something memorable about today. On the next day, I'd turn the page and do the same, and I would repeat this every day for the rest of the year. When 2015 is over, I would start the next year in the second entry space, and so on for the remaining years. This way, a year from today, or even 3 years from today, I'll know exactly what I was feeling or what happened on this specific day. First of all, the space that you have to write every day is pretty small, so you don't have to feel really overwhelmed about trying to write a ton every day. I try to write things down that'll make me laugh or remind me of my personal growth years from now. It helps me not to repeat mistakes. For example, getting a bad haircut. I get to tell future Jen stuff like, hey, don't cut your bangs, you always regret it, or stop overeating wheat if it makes you gassy. Wheat, not weed. My personal favorite is when I write down specific things about my friends, I get to text them a year later and say, exactly 1 year ago you got hit by a car and you profusely apologized for inconveniencing the driver because you are an insanely kind person. I won't name this friend, although she is very near and dear, and if she's watching this video, she totally knows that I'm talking about her. This journal lets me relive and share those moments with my friends, and it also gives me a cool reason to text someone I love. I went to take photos for my Korean driver's license, and they photoshopped my chin without even asking me. Okay, so this one's kind of gross, so you've been warned. Brandon used this tweezer to pull out something from my belly button hole, and not my actual belly button, the little hole on top, because I had my belly button pierced like 10 years ago, and I haven't worn a belly button ring in ages. And in here I wrote, who even knows how long this has been in there? I think it was like a piece of lint, or I don't know what it was. And also I left a memo for myself to ask Brandon to do it again a year later to see if anything else is in there. Marriage. August 30th, 2014, Brandon and I fought. August 30th, 2015, Brandon and I fought. Oh gosh, I hope this doesn't turn into like an annual thing. Brandon and I really enjoy preserving memories and reflecting on them, which is a big part of the reason why, we have our vlogs on this channel. And because of how much I've gotten out of this journal, I really wanted him to have one for himself. I did a little research and I came across this leather one from Amazon.com, and it is thicker than the one that I have. And because this journal has blank pages, I'm in the process right now of drawing the lines and writing the dates on each page. I know, it just seems a little bit excessive, and trust me, there are days where I'm like, oh, why did I start this project? Because to be honest, you guys, I'm only halfway. I still have, I have about 9 days and this much more to work on. Sometimes it is therapeutic for me. It gives me an excuse to just do something mindless and listen to a podcast or my audiobook. So because I am giving this to him on his birthday, which is November 2nd, and that's, second to the last month of the year, most of the entry dates for 2015 will be empty. So I plan to look through my own journal and write down at least one thing every day in Brandon's journal. Because 2015's been a pretty awesome year of growth for us, both individually and as a married couple. And to be completely honest, this book isn't exactly full of butterflies and rainbows. I know there are things that I definitely wrote about that sometimes I don't want to remember, like certain fights we've had or like different hurts we've experienced. But this is real life and crap happens. So instead of just trying to block out or forget the bad things that happened, I think it's really important for us to revisit and reflect so that we can keep on learning. If you've always wanted to journal but felt that it's too time consuming or overwhelming, I feel like the 1 line a day journal is a pretty great place to start. I strongly believe that this journal is such an incredible gift for you to give to yourself or to someone you love. Me personally, I have gifted this to one of my really good friends, Gail, and I know that she's bought like 10 more for herself so she could have it for the next like 50 years, and she's bought them for her sisters as well. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and if you enjoyed it, please hit the like button and subscribe. Also, if you have any questions or you just want to share your thoughts, please leave them in the comment box below. Have a great week, guys. Bye.